What is a subject? The subject of a sentence is who or what the sentence is about. Or you can say subject is the doer of an action, or you can also say about whom something is said in a sentence is known as a subject. Now predicate, the part which tells something about the subject, is known as the predicate of the sentence. Uh, Take few examples. India is a democratic country. India has won the match. Delhi is a metropolitan city. Goa is a nice place. In all these examples, I am telling about something or someone, and the part which gives information about the subject is known as predicate. Mostly or generally, subject may be any noun or pronoun. To make it more clear, take examples. First, the dog is running. Here the sentence is about the dog. So here the subject is the dog, and what it is telling about, the dog is running. So is running is the predicate here. Take another example. The dog is running after the cat. Here we have more detail, but still the subject is saying the dog. How can you know that the subject here is the dog, not the cat? To determine the subject of a sentence, first you have to find verb, then ask who or what. So here the verb is running. So who is running? The dog is running. So in this way we know that the subject here is the dog. One more example for you. Try to identify the subject here. Yesterday after lunch, the students were complaining about the short recess. The sentence is telling about several different things. Yesterday, lunch, student, recess. So how can we know out of these which is a subject? So first find verb. Here verb is were complaining. Then ask who were complaining. So you get answer, the students were complaining. In this way we can immediately recognize that the students here is the subject of a sentence. I hope it is clear to you. Now most of you may be having doubt that whether a subject consists of single word or more than one word. So we will make it clear with the help of examples. So my first example is fire burns. As I said that about whom something is said is subject, and which gives information about the subject is predicate. So here in my first example I am talking about fire. So here the subject is fire, which consists of single word. My next example is the boy has won the match. Here in my next example I am talking about the boy. So here the subject is boy and the remaining part is predicate, and in this sentence subject is of two words. Another example, the lazy old man fell down. Here I am talking about the lazy old man. So the subject here is the lazy old man, which is more than two words. Another example, the girl with long black hair lives in front of my house. Here the words before verb is considered as subject and the remaining part will be considered as predicate. Hope you understand this. In daily life we use some sentences or words where subject is invisible and predicate can be described. For example, thank you, go, amazing, well done, In first example, thank you, here subject I is understood. I have to thank someone, I have to thank you, so here subject I is understood. Next is go. I don't have to go, maybe you have to go, so here subject you is understood. However, in a sentence after subject and verb, if we want to add something more, then we are having two more extra terms to be discussed. They are phrase and clause. So what is a phrase? A phrase is a group of words which doesn't have any meaning and it doesn't consist of a subject and predicate. For example, under the tree, on the bed, in the park, at home, very quickly, and so on. If I say I saw a man, here we are having subject and verb also. But if someone asks me where you saw the man, then I have to take the help of few more group of words to make my answer. So my answer would be like, I saw a man in the garden. But if I separate I saw a man, then in the garden itself doesn't give you complete sense. Take another example. He is sleeping. Here we are having subject and verb, but still if someone wants to know where he is sleeping, why he is sleeping, then again I need the help of group of words. So I may answer like this, he is sleeping on the bed. So here on the bed is phrase. If I separate the boy is sleeping or he is sleeping, then on the bed itself is incomplete sense. Next is she is waiting. Again here we are having subject and verb also, but still if someone asks me that where she is waiting, why she is waiting, then again I need to take the help of few more group of words to add here. So my answer would be like this, she is waiting at home. So here at home is phrase. Next is I know. If someone asks me what I know, so my answer would be like this, I know the boy on the bus. So here the boy on the bus is a phrase which is not having subject and verb. If having subject, then not having verb and doesn't give you a complete sense. Next is clause. What is clause? A clause is a group of words which doesn't give you complete sense and it consists of a subject and a verb. Let us make it clear with the help of examples. First, I know the man. How you know the man? Why you know the man? In order to add extra information, we have to take the help of group of few more words. I know the man who stole your purse. So here if I separate I know the man who stole your purse is a clause where we are having subject and verb also, but still it appears incomplete. It doesn't give you complete sense. Next is this is the place where we live. If I separate this is the place where we live is considered as clause. As we are having here subject and verb also, but still it doesn't give you complete sense, so it is considered as clause. Take one more example. I was sleeping. Here we are having subject and verb also, but still if somebody wants to know what happened when you were sleeping, then again I have to take the help of few group of words to give complete answer, and my answer would be like this, I was sleeping when the man broke into the house. So if I separate it individually, I was sleeping is a complete sentence, and the man broke into the house. Although it is having a subject and a verb, but it still doesn't give you a complete sense, so it is considered as clause. I hope you understood. So now have a quick revision of all the topics we discussed. First is alphabet. There is only one alphabet in English language. Second, letter. There are 26 letters in English language. Next is word. A combination of meaningful letter is known as a word. Next is sentence. A group of words that make complete sense is called as a sentence. A sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. Subject is about whom we talk, about whom something is said in a sentence, and predicate is the remaining part of the sentence which tells something about the subject. And phrase, as I tell you earlier, that a group of words which doesn't have a subject and a verb, and it doesn't give you a complete sense. And clause is a group of words that consist of a subject and a verb, but it doesn't give you a complete sense. I hope you like this video. In my next video, we will discuss in detail about sentence and the types of sentence. Till then, watch this video. Thank you. Bye bye.